Hey everybody, welcome back to my Unprocessed Life. So today there's only one video, and the reason there's only one video is because I ran out of space on my my camera to record. So I actually have to even keep this one under 5 minutes just so that we have a video at all. So I'm going to try to hit the high points pretty quick. Last night we had some seitan for dinner, some seitan ribs, barbecue ribs. Really hungry and really enjoyed them. So I finished those off, and then this morning I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast. I know, bad deal there. But I did grab a protein bar this morning. I had some fruit for lunch, and then I'm headed to Dylan's soccer practice, and we are going to see what comes of dinner tonight. So that's where I've been today. Pretty excited about the green smoothie challenge that I'm getting ready to do. I don't know if we're going to start that tomorrow or the next day, but real soon. And I'm hoping to add a whole lot more video to it as well. I'm hoping to do what I ate in a day videos as well as the just the daily my unprocessed life stuff. So that's kind of exciting as well. And so that's what's happening right now. I'm getting ready for the green smoothie stuff. This morning I ran out. I was actually filming this morning, and I ran out of space. And I actually had a bunch of stuff that I was talking about in regards to health and raw versus cooked and stuff like that. But I don't really have enough time to discuss all that in this video until I offload some of my other stuff off the camera. So I'll keep it short and sweet in that I'm not against cooked foods, and I'm not all about raw foods, and I don't think it should be a religion. I think it should be not necessarily whatever works best for you, but whatever you're trying to accomplish. I think there is a way to go about that goal, and I think you have to try to find what's going to work the best. And what I was talking about this morning a little bit was that we don't have a breadth of scientific information in regards to raw food diets. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that there's no money for those types of research projects. And the reason for that is because research projects are typically funded by industries like the meat industry, the dairy industry, different processed food industries. And what they do is they pay for the research expecting a certain outcome, and they want to be able to bank on that outcome. And so there's not really anything advantageous. There's not a lot of money in produce. And so until I see some research that has been done on a wide scale, not 5 people, that's not a double-blind placebo, none of that. I mean, if it's not a real study, and it's not a large study, then I don't know how. If you don't have a big data set, I don't know how you trust the results. And based on that, a lot of us who feel that a raw food diet is one of the most healthful that there are, we have to rely on empirical evidence based on our own research and our own experimentation. And while it may not be true across the boards from a scientific standpoint, because it hasn't been tested in using the scientific method, there isn't really a good way to do that unless there is a large study that's done and paid for by someone to do that. And so that's one of the challenges that we have. So I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that a raw food diet has not been scientifically proven to be better than a cooked food diet, or that any of those things. Now there may be things where they can say, well, and the reason it hasn't been scientifically proven is because we haven't had the studies that were necessary to prove them or disprove them. That is, and then even studies are up for debate as well to some degree. What does this really, how do we interpret the results of the study as well? I've seen people for and against the China study, which was done in a scientific method. It was done by scientists, by doctors who knew what they were doing. It was a large study. It was over 30 years. So it was, something, but people interpret the results a little bit differently too, depending on what their viewpoint is, because we all have somewhat of an agenda. I don't care who we are. We all have somewhat of an agenda, whether it's to get better, to get healthy, to sell more, whatever it is. So when it comes to that piece, the scientific piece of it, sure, there isn't scientific proof in the traditional sense. So we have to rely on more empirical data for our results when you're trying to figure out whether or not a raw food diet is the best diet for you to be on. And that's a different topic, different channel, and so forth. For me, I was kind of inspired by Tannyraw and some of her stuff that she's been talking about, and so I'm interested to see how doing some green smoothies throughout the day and then some raw food for dinner while still taking the necessary protein will help me. So we'll talk a whole lot more about that in upcoming videos, but I'm running out of time. So just real quickly, if you want to follow me on Instagram, myunprocessed.life, you can see all the stuff I eat in the day that I don't forget to post. And you can always contact me, myunprocessedlife@gmail.com. Also, make sure you comment down below, like and share the video if you like it, and subscribe. And until next time, y'all have a great day. I'll see you soon on My Unprocessed Life.